So I have never done this hairstyle before, ever. And now I'm about to do it on here, live, in front of y'all. So we'll see how this goes. My name is Dasha. I'm also known as the Hair Doula, and this is Natural Hair Daily. So earlier today, I was, YouTube surfing, looking at different hairstyles, and I came across this one that I thought was so cute, and I also thought that it would be very interesting. I thought it was just an interesting style. It looked relatively quick and easy, and I was like, I want to try it because it's like a low manipulation protective style. Low manipulation means that you're not doing a lot to your hair, you're not having to redo it every day necessarily, and then protective style means that your ends are tucked away and not rubbing against stuff like this shirt. Yeah, they're not exposed. So I decided that I wanted to attempt to do it, and I just decided to make a Natural Hair Daily episode out of it because, we don't often get to see, I'm gonna take my ring off. We don't often get to see the trial and error and the process when someone's doing a new hairstyle. So I figured that it might be cool for y'all to see the process of me figuring out a new hairstyle. So I'm like standing, my mirror's right here. So if I turn this way, that means that I need some mirror help because the camera's not cutting it. So I would show y'all the hairstyle. It's like a bunned hairstyle. Y'all are just gonna see. Now the first thing, I washed my hair a couple days ago, so this is like a wash and go situation. I don't often do wash and go, so I've been itching to put my hair up in some type of a style because my hair gets really tangled when it's wash and goes. But this is what my hair looks like after being in a wash and go for like a couple of days. And the only reason it's even as defined as it is, which it's still quite frizzy, but the only reason it's even the level of defined that it is because I did that bentonite clay mask ahead of time, which I'll tell y'all more about in the future. But yeah, and I did blow dry on medium setting, which helps to elongate my curls because I have like tight spirals. You can see that more so. Well, you could see it more so on the ends, like kind of like this one. It's like a little. Anyways, so the first thing that I'm gonna do before I do anything to my hair is moisturize it because I don't do work on completely dry hair. So I'm just gonna spritz it in here. There's water and some leave-in conditioner. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get stuff all over this mirror. It's okay, we can clean it up. So yeah, you always want to make sure that you're working. It doesn't have to be like all the way damp, but you do want it to be, a little something on there. Just a little something. If you want to follow along with this, especially later on when I can put a picture ahead of time, you're just gonna need some bobby pins, a spray bottle, a spray bottle with some water, and if you want to put some leave-in or something or some aloe, you can. An oil. This is an oil that I mixed and made and just put it in a bottle that I repurposed. And something to kind of like tie your hair up with. This is like a little satin situation. Another alternative that you could use, just in case you don't, because I found this at a thrift store. I don't even know where to tell you to buy one of these. If you want to get like, this is my fiance's do-rag. If you want to get one of these and then just like chop it and cut this long part off, that's what I would recommend. I see people using shoestrings. I don't recommend the shoestrings. I don't know. It's like, I feel like it would be very, very drying to your hair because of the material. So anyways, so I just did my little light spritz. So my hair's just a little bit damp. And now I'm gonna go in with my oil. I'm gonna go in with my oil here. Now this is a style that will work with hair of all lengths. As long as your hair is at least like, I won't say all lengths. That's not true. But most lengths. If you have just like a couple inches, you can do some variation of this hairstyle. Even if your hair is like 2 inches long, there's a variation of this hairstyle that you can do. It might not look exactly like this, but you can use this method to create a hairstyle. So I've moisturized by adding in the spray, that water, and now I'm just sealing that moisture in. And as you can see, I'm not running my fingers through my hair right now. I'm not doing any detangling. I'm just doing what we call the praying hands method and paying special attention to my ends, because the ends of your hair are the oldest part of your hair, and so they need the most love. They need the most love. Okay, so next, now that our hair is moisturized and sealed, we're gonna start the styling process. Now the first thing you're gonna do is take your little, whatever it is that you're using to tie up your hair. So in this case, it's my little satin, I really don't know, it's like I guess like a scarf kind of for your edges. I literally got it at the thrift store. It might be one of those scarves that like people tie around their necks. Maybe that's what it is. Anyways, so I'm gonna flip my hair over, and actually just so y'all can see what I'm doing, because I have a lot of hair. Just so y'all can see what I'm doing, I'm gonna put this up right here. I look like a troll doll. Cool. So I'm gonna take this, wrap it around, and just tie it in the front. And then I'm gonna just gently push this up. So you want about 1 or 2 inches up in the front and like 3 or 4 inches up in the back. So about right here is where you want it. And I'm just gonna tie mine around again. This is also what I use to make my puffs, but of course, when I'm making a puff, I would definitely bring it in a little bit more. So yes, I'm just going to tie this, and I'm gonna tuck it in. Cool. I'm not necessarily one who lays edges, but if you want to lay your edges, that's something that you can do in this hairstyle as well. And I'm just gonna take this down very gently. This is my satin hair bow that I use when I'm pineappling my hair. Okay, so now we have this situation. And this is basically, this next technique that I'm gonna be doing is like the whole hairstyle. This is literally it. So I'm about to do what I'm about to do right now, like 6 times around my head. So I'm gonna take this piece of hair in the front. Again, I have literally never done this before, so this is fantastic. Gonna take this piece of hair in the front, and I'm gonna just kind of twist my ends up a little bit so they're all collected together. And I am going to roll my hair under to right here. That's not quite looking how I want. Maybe she rolled it sideways. I think she did roll it sideways. So I'm gonna roll it this way, sideways. Yep. Okay, cool. That's what I was going for. So it was a sideways roll, not an under roll. And I just have my little poof here. And that's pretty much gonna be it. I'm gonna use a couple bobby pins to make sure that it is nice and in place. And then I'm just gonna continue to do that around my head. So I really like this style because it's easy. I guess I'll really see how easy it is after I do it. It looked easy when she was doing it. And let's see, I rolled the other one this way, so I'm gonna roll this one this way. I'm gonna just try to roll all of them in this same direction. See, I have so much hair, it's almost harder to roll. Okay, there we go. Okay, I can get with it. It looks like a little bow right now. Low key, I could kind of just leave it like that if I wanted to, but that's not what I'm going for today. I'm going for tucked ends. And right now, I'm not gonna worry so much about covering up the hair bow that I tied around it, because I can go back at the end and make sure that's covered. But what I'm really planning on doing is just taking a bobby pin and making sure that everything is kind of together. So I'm gonna do another one. I wonder if I made those sections too big. I might have made them too big. If I need to, I'll go back and redo. That might have been why it felt so difficult. So going for the next section over here. Again, just getting a section, rolling it up. And then gonna pin it. Something that I often hear about hair tutorials is that you don't really know how long it takes because they always like fast forward them. And so this is definitely the opposite of that. So we'll see. So basically, you're just taking this and you're going all the way around and you're gonna make a crown. I kind of want these in the front to be a little bit smaller, so I'm thinking about redoing them. But for now, they're okay. Again, just gonna twist up the ends so they're all collected and together. Then I'm gonna roll. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Until it's all the way to my head. And I'm gonna pin it. And I've been using like 2 bobby pins for each. One for the top and one for the bottom. One more. Well, I have 2 more, but here's the next one. And I'm gonna take it. And again, roly, roly, roly. feel like this would be a relatively easy hairstyle to sleep on as well. Cool. We have this section left. Twist up the ends. And then roll. This would probably be really easy to do on like a little girl's hair. Like you doing someone else's hair as opposed to doing your own. This would be super, super easy style to do. And quick. Okay. So now, what I'm gonna do, first I'm making a game time decision on whether or not I wanna split these two in the front. I think I do. So I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna split it into two sections. Why? Because I want to. Oh, there's still a hairpin stuck in there. There's still a hairpin stuck in there. Do you ever get hairpins lost in your hair? You ever like go in there and then you feel that there's a hairpin in there? Okay, so I have a tangle. Here's what I do when I get tangles. I find the tangle, which is right here. This whole little section. I can't tell if y'all can see. And then I pull down on the tangle. I don't pull it apart. I pull down on it. And then the hairs will come out a lot easier. Okay. So redoing these two in the front, splitting them into two smaller pieces. Again, twisting the ends and rolling it up. And pin it right here. Hey y'all. So today I'm doing a quick protective style, but I've never done this style before. I didn't like how I did the first two that I did in the front. So I'm redoing them and making them smaller. Yeah, definitely like it smaller. So then I'm gonna take this one out. So you just remember, when you see YouTubers or someone online with their hair looking a certain way, probably took some attempts, and again, there's a knot here. So I'm gonna pull down, not apart, down. And that'll help them come out. But yeah, when you see YouTubers and they're doing these hair videos, that it took some trial and error, it took some experimentation, and even once the style was done, they probably made some adjustments, because I surely am about to. So we have this one and then one more after this that I'm gonna pin down. And then I'm gonna go around and adjust so it looks like what I want it to look like. Cool. So this is the last section that I'm about to do. And just gonna twirl the ends to get them grouped together. And then twist, 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 and put it there. Now this style is also really cute if you have some different accessories, which I don't have at the moment. Because again, I literally just hopped off YouTube and was like, I want to try this. Okay, cool. So now this is where I start looking, because everything's there, everything's kind of pinned. I wish this lighting was a little bit better for you to be able to see some of the details of it. But I'm gonna look, I'm gonna say, okay, I kind of want this piece further up, so I'm gonna pin it there. Get some more bobby pins. Alright, this piece is kind of sticking up in a way that I don't like, so I'm going to bobby pin it. Bobby pins are like a must. So you can see it's kind of just like a little puff crown. Back here looks like one is sticking up. So I'm gonna get back there, and again, stick a pin in it. So this is the basics, the blah blah blah. The basics of the style. This is the style right here that I was going for. It's a little puff crown. Of course, depending upon how like long or thick your hair is, it will look a little different. And I'm deciding if I would like it better if it was even like behind my hairline some, which I think that I would. So what I'm gonna do in the front is pin all of them back so that I can see my hair that's flat underneath, and it's really more of a crown. So now what I'm just doing is I'm taking it, I'm pinning it right here so you can still see this part of my hair and the puff's not completely covering it, just because that's my preference. You might like it as is when you twist it. I kind of want to see some of my hair in the front, so I really feel more like I have a crown right here. Again, natural hair is really about preference, always. So when you see someone else do a style, you do it, you can copy it, you can use it for inspiration, and then you make it your own. Yeah, this is actually quite cute, I feel. And so fast. I'm gonna pin this up a bit. This one. I think the biggest thing with this is making sure that the hair bow underneath is covered, especially if yours is like mine and it's a really bright color. And then of course making sure that the poofs are secure. Okay. So this is the style. I'm gonna see if I can, I'm gonna take some pictures for y'all and post them in the group under some different lighting so you can see it a little bit better. I'm just gonna spray some water in my hands. Usually I'd use like some water, maybe a little bit of oil. Since I just moisturized my hair, it's kind of alright. When I'm like really like, oh, I'm gonna slay today, I might do this and put a little bit of gel right here to help the curls really pop and be a little bit more defined. But for now, this is cool. So this is my style for today. I think it's great also for a rainy day like today, because if water gets on your hair, like, it's already supposed to be a poof, so it's fine. I'm really wondering if y'all can see. I'm gonna take this off. If y'all can see kind of the, yeah, I'm just gonna take pictures so y'all can see it better in the pictures after the fact. But this is my little puff crown that I saw today on YouTube that I wanted to try. I'm actually gonna put one more bobby pin. All right, y'all. So that has been today's episode of Natural Hair Daily. Let me know. Wow, I actually really do like this. This is so cute. Let me know if you want me to do some more hairstyles. I really want to help show y'all just different things that you can do with your hair without a lot of time, and that works with different lengths as well. And so we've been on live for I don't know how long, but however long this live took is about how long it took me to do this hairstyle. And I messed it up initially because I made the ones in the front too big. I needed 8 sections, and in the video she only used 6 sections. So again, you gotta modify it to fit your needs. So if your hair is shorter, you might need some smaller sections in order to pull this off. If your hair is longer, you might need, you might also need a different number of sections. I'm not sure. It would just depend on the length and the thickness of your hair. So I hope this was helpful. Again, you start off by moisturizing. Spritz with some water and then seal with an oil. Anytime you spritz, you want to seal. So, yeah, I'm going to take a picture and post it. Let me know if y'all want to see more videos like this, and I will see you later. Bye.